hands when you play the high register?
Yeah.
And what's your own impression about your own high register?
I think that is right. That is true. Like I usually I I have recorded myself, and when I see myself in videos, I see when all of this like
Pump it up.
gets bigger. Yeah, and sometimes I raise my even like
Shoulders.
this, and they have also told me like my hands look like I'm using a lot of
Raise.
strength.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And how does it feel for you?
I feel like it feels hard to get the notes out. Like I can get them, but they will be like they will not feel big. They will feel like really little notes, like they're retained by something.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any particular exercise that you use to work on your high register?
Yeah, there are many. Like, can I try them?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't played since the morning, so it will be like not
Take it
very
easy.
good. Let me try to warm up a little bit.
Sure.
And up.
Okay. Yeah. I'm already getting the sense. Could you do the same thing an octave lower?
Yeah, pretty easy and lower.
Yeah. That's 2 octaves. Could you
Oh,
do the Could you
yeah.
do the middle register?
Okay, sure.
Does it feel easy in that register? Free?
Yeah, both
Okay.
low and middle feel really like free.
Okay. Then now I wanted to see you playing from on the F horn. Ba dee da 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 dee da da dee da dee da. The natural
From
overtone.
from here.
Yep. Yep. And could you go up to the G?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you face a little bit towards the right, the other side, the other way around? Yeah.
This.
And yeah. And please now try go up to the high C. Okay. Okay. All right. Um, so okay, we should restart. I don't think so many people know about this, but in America, there are a few trombone players who've done a detailed study on how brass embouchure works,
Yes.
and they classified brass embouchures into 3 types,
Okay.
and it's classified by the direction of the air and how the mouthpiece moves while someone is ascending notes or descending
Yes.
notes. So it looks like when you go high, the mouthpiece wants to go downwards a little bit towards the chin. but that movement starts to kind of get stuck at around maybe G. So please play the same thing again, but when you get around up to G and when you approach higher, kind of move the horn down a little bit so that the mouthpiece can slide just a little bit towards your chin while you go up the note.
Okay. I think I can go.
Okay, then do it the other way around. Now push the mouthpiece upwards. Yeah, yeah. Was that easier than the other way around?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, okay. Then let's go back to the very first exercise you were doing. And move your mouthpiece just a little bit upwards as you go up the note and bring it back down as you come back down on the notes.
Like, bring the mouthpiece itself or change the angle?
Bring the mouthpiece itself a little bit towards your nose.
Okay.
Yeah. Go on.
It gets harder there.
Does it make it harder?
Yeah, it's harder to move it. Feels harder. Maybe it's my hand. I don't know.
Does it make it harder to produce the note?
No, moving the mouthpiece. I think something in my body doesn't let me move the mouthpiece up. There's like too much pressure involved.
So you tried to move it, but it felt like it was impossible?
Yeah, it felt like it was impossible to move.
Okay. Right. I will send you the link of this study later so that you can understand where this conversation is coming from.
Okay.
Now, let's forget about moving upwards or downwards, but there's also sideways movement in people's embouchures. I think it looks like your mouthpiece moves a little bit towards your right when you go up a scale or when you go up notes.
Yeah, that's right.
So you know that.
Yes, I do feel it.
Okay. What do you do with that? Do you kind of just let it happen, or do you intentionally move it?
Yes, when I'm conscious about it, I try to stop it from moving. But it's like a very old habit I got back when I started playing.
Okay. I would say that's not a habit. That's just the physics.
Okay.
So could you try stop? Could you try to stop stopping yourself from moving the mouthpiece?
Mm-hmm. I'll do what I can. Let me see.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do I do the exercise?
Yeah, the same one. Could you try to move it towards your right? Yeah. 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 The note does come out better that way, does it?
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Well, everyone has their own movement pattern.
Okay. I didn't
So
know about that.
it's something that's kind of still remaining quite unaware among players.
I see.
But everyone has some sort of movement. And in your case, it's pretty clear that your mouthpiece moves towards your right when you ascend, and the other way when you descend, as you knew already. But you
Yeah,
thought that was a habit.
I sometimes, yeah, when I play like too much, the and I get like a little cut inside,
Yeah.
uh, it's only on this side, on the right side.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. But that's not suggesting that the movement towards the right is bad. It's just something that's going to happen, and you need to cooperate with it rather than trying to stop it. It's probably better to think that you can control the movement, not stopping it.
Wow. Okay.
So let's go back to that one and really move your horn towards the right. Pull it like that as you go up the notes.
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
easy actually.
Did it feel good?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, your embouchure looked like it was much less stressed out.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah. Go ahead and try it more. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah. Good. 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 Yeah. Now let's look at it in your low register. So let's go. Na di ro 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 ro. So move your horn towards the left now. Okay. Kind of really swing your horn.
Okay.
How does that feel?
Let me compare with
Sure.
the usual position. In the lower register, it feels more or less the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then move it even more.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. How was that?
It's free. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And now let's start from that pedal C, from the very last note you played, and let's go all the way up to the G. So from the left to the right.
okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I went one.
How was that?
Good. Easy.
Good.
Felt like that shorter distance.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I think we found your left and right movement. I think that's pretty obvious now. And as you are starting to cooperate with your own embouchure mechanics, again, it looks like your mouthpiece is going downwards as you stand. So now let's do the same thing again. But as you pull your horn towards your right side, think about moving the mouthpiece a bit downwards as well.
Okay, I will.
From your left.
What?
Further from the left. Yeah.
Okay, there's a point when I move too much to the left, I think like my lips get like they
get pulled.
Yeah, they get pulled. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's probably because your lips are just a little too relaxed.
Okay.
But let's not worry about that so much now.
Okay.
Please try it again.
Oh, I forgot to put it down.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really easy.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
I think let's try going all the way up to the high C from the pedal C.
Oh, I get stuck. I think I didn't move. No. Oh.
Almost. But it sounded good.
Sometimes.
Mm.
Sometimes there's other problems like the aperture, but I think that's I can change that when I want. So.
I think you're getting close. Let's start from the normal low C, an octave higher. Yeah.
Up to there or?
All the way up to high C. Great. How was that?
That's good, but I still feel like there's like the space between B and high C is like big. Feels like a jump.
Yeah. Right. Let's do no di ro si chi si. When you slur up, could you kind of think about making a glissando?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. You don't have to make it actually glissando, but just kind of sing it like as if you're playing glissando.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I got there easier.
Yeah. And what's happening is that you're actually getting to all the way up to high C. But once you reach it, you close your aperture just a little more. and then the note is wanting to speak at the next note.
Yes.
So kind of physically think about playing only up to B. So you want to feel like you're playing only up to B, but sing in your mind you're playing all the way up to this. And that way,
Yeah. Left. Right, sorry.
yeah, good. I think you would get it in the next try. When you go up to the high C, really move your mouthpiece towards the right and down. Really kind of slide it. Yeah, good. Yeah.
I'll try that more.
And also when you go up to the G, nice, nice. Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting it.
Yeah, yeah. So this is something that you've actually been doing all the time. This, yeah, this movement going up, going down.
Are you asking me? Okay.
No, I'm telling you that this is this is not something I'm making you do completely newly.
It was natural. You're just
Yeah. It's something you were already doing.
okay.
But I was just observing how your embouchure was working, and we kind of checked what really worked. And probably there are good days and bad days, right?
Yeah, there are.
And probably on the good days, you're moving your mouthpiece more or less along this line, kind of this track, I would say. And on the bad days, probably the mouthpiece is kind of getting off that track more often. So, yeah, so like if you start to feel strange or kind of anxious about moving your mouth, you can forget about it.
Okay.
Because you will be doing it either way.
Naturally.
But whenever you feel the interest or you kind of are willing to, just think about really moving your mouthpiece towards the right and downward side of your embouchure when you ascend, and the other way around when you descend.
Okay.
That should get your air and embouchure working more in sync.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you do a lot of marching?
Yeah, in high school I did.
High school. Do you still do it a lot?
No, not anymore. Maybe
Okay.
like once a year.
Okay. I think the main reason why your movement was getting blocked is coming from the marching band style. My guess is that you're raising your horn too high for your embouchure.
Yeah, maybe.
Some players, like Dennis Brain, for example, they need to have this kind of angle. But other players really play with a very low angle. And I bet that you will have an easier time lowering your mouth pipe, the whole pipe, just a little more. Yeah. So let's try that. You can play anything. when you bring your mouthpiece towards your embouchure, and now you go like that. So you move your horn away once, away and then towards. So instead of doing that, that's your usual way.
Yeah. It is.
Now just put your horn on your lap.
It is.
Yeah. Then hold your horn, but still on your lap.
Yeah.
And look at the mouthpiece. Look at the mouthpiece, and then keep on watching your mouthpiece like that. And then bring the mouthpiece towards your mouth. Yeah, yeah. Try playing like that. How does it feel?
It does not feel bad. Let me try some more.
Sure.
But it does feel like uncomfortable here in my neck. Like I'm like this.
Does it actually feel uncomfortable?
Here, right? Like around here.
How does it feel on your shoulders and arms? Does it make it easy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy on them.
Okay. Yeah, probably you're sitting on a chair now, right?
Yeah.
Just try the same thing standing up. It might make your neck easier. I don't have to see you playing. You can just try it on your own.
Oh, okay. Just get up.
Stand up. Yeah. And then look at the mouthpiece and bring the mouthpiece towards your mouth. Yeah. Good.
Wow.
Sounds great.
It doesn't sound like that usually.
Yeah. Well, it sounded really great. And were you actually holding the horn a little differently compared to usual?
Yeah. A lot. I wasn't like this. I was more.
Yeah. So the habit you had was actually a marching band style. And in marching bands, how you look while you're playing is important. So that's part of the art. But in orchestras and wind bands, that's not such a big part of the art anymore. So so just kind of bear that in your mind, and whenever you feel you're going back to the marching band style, and are you hearing me okay?
Yeah, I'm hearing you very well.
Good. Just remember that procedure. Lower your horn, look at the mouthpiece, move the mouthpiece towards your legs.
Okay.
That will create a better contact and kind of relationship between your mouthpiece and your legs.
Okay.
Let's try that sitting.
Okay.
You don't have to look into the screen. Just sit comfortably. Yeah.
So. Okay, great.
Good.
It does feel very different to what I usually feel.
Yeah. But it doesn't feel strange, right?
No, it feels,
Natural.
yeah, like not, it's not forced.
Right. Yeah. So that, again, that's something you've actually been always doing,
Wow.
but you were adding the marching band look to it. Yeah. Just one more thing.
Okay.
I think you're kind of over straightening your back when you sit.
Yeah.
Do you have that in your mind? Like do you think that you have to straighten your
Yeah.
back?
I think about it because I don't want to be like this. So I think about being like this. And
Okay. Okay.
that's because I've been told like the column of air goes like it runs better, air flows better if you are straight.
That's true, but who decides what's straight?
Hmm. Good question.
Yeah. Um, I don't have the answer. But let's try. So, do you see a wall in front of you? Is there a wall or window in front of you?
Yeah, there's a window
Window.
in the front.
And is that a soccer uniform you're wearing?
Yeah, it is.
Do you like watching soccer?
Not much, but my mom
Your mom.
works in something related to sports. So
Um, Imagine you're watching whatever TV program you like watching.
yeah,
So look at the window and just imagine that you're watching some TV program.
okay.
And right now, do you feel you're slumped?
Slumped, like
Yeah, slump is this is slump.
no,
Do you-
not right
no.
now.
So then why would you have to make yourself straight when you don't feel like you're slumping
Because I usually do it like unconsciously,
unconsciously? Okay.
like over time. I can sit there, here right now, but over minutes I will be like,
And how do you notice that you're going like this?
because I just like some the time goes by and then I think for a little second like about my posture
Mhm.
or maybe my back hurts, something hurts, and then I go back again.
Then maybe it's okay to wait until you notice the signs. Understand? Um,
Not quite.
so just now, when you were imagining you were watching a TV program, you probably were not slumped.
I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't.
So in that case, there's no need to kind of forcefully straighten yourself,
Yeah,
right?
right. That's right.
And when you're playing, if you do slump, something tells you, like you feel pain in here, or you feel tight, right?
Yeah,
Isn't enough to kind of go back to your normal position when you notice that you're slumping?
yeah. It should
Yeah.
be.
So, yeah, I think you're over preventing. You're putting too much effort in preventing something to happen. But if you have a way to correct whatever that's happening, you don't need to worry about something to happen until it actually happens because you have a way to correct it. So let's think like that.
Okay.
You just kind of whisper back in your mind, okay, if I'm slumping, I can correct. Therefore, for now, I will just play.
Okay.
Go ahead. And don't check yourself in the screen.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. You're going above the B flat.
Yeah.
How was that?
Felt it didn't take much effort.
Good. Yeah.
Good.
So now we succeeded in not slumping, but not adding force.
Yeah. We did both.
Yeah. This happens a lot to basically everyone. Confusing correction and prevention. And if it's something, yeah, I guess it's a kind of matter of balance. If something takes so much energy to prevent, it's probably just better off correcting it whenever it happens. Yeah. And if it's something that really damages you, if it happens, we do want to prevent it. But your posture thing is probably something you just need to correct if you notice it.
Yeah, it isn't a back problem or anything serious.
Yeah. All right. Any questions up to now?
No, I think everything's pretty clear.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will send you the link about the embouchoure motion.
Please. I would like to see that.